What's up, everybody? As you can see, we're eating, but I'm Terry TV live, up close and personal with...
Yo, your man Bart and on to the stars.
Your man T. Fells, actor, writer, podcast host. We in the building, y'all. Let's do it.
And we are Talk About What?
And right now, we got a special guest. More than a guest. He's really my brother, man. But a well-known multi-platinum producer, entrepreneur, music mogul, as well as a club owner. Yeah, multi-club that was very successful. We got Kenny Kornegay, get the money in the building.
Hold on. Not only that, yo, the podcast Talk About What. He is also the producer and the creator of Talk About What.
Right now, we having a little vittles right now.
Where we at right now? We at
Kel's House of Grits.
Yeah, House of Grits, yeah.
And the food is
amazing,
smacking right now.
And you know, black people love their grits. Right, we eating grits.
So, Kenny, tell us how you started. Let's start from the beginning. How did you know that music was a thing that you wanted to do? Like, how did you know that? And at what age?
Since I was a young kid, I used to go to my aunt's house back in the day, and I had I was listening to some music, like some old school Tyrone Davis, Smokey Robinson, and all that.
Oh, wow.
And I used to love to go there. So when I went there, I used to be in the room by myself playing singles and 45s and all of that. And it was just in my blood, right? And so me and my cousin, we used to come up with a song that was called Hey There, What's the Matter with Your Afro? and we come up with our own words, and then we had to perform it in front of the family. So that's what I think I was first, my music in my soul came from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Around what age was that?
This shit had to be 7, 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't know I was going to be a music producer or nothing like that.
So that explains all the good chords we hear when we hear your production.
It's just melody. I love melody regardless. So it's in my blood. It's in my soul regardless. Like when I go out and I hear R&B music in the club, big shout out to B. Cox too. Without him, we wouldn't even have B. Cox and Keith. We wouldn't have the R&B era coming back the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I'm out in the street and I hear the soul music and I hear Al Green and stuff like that, they playing it in the club, I'm like, yo, it just do something to my soul.
Automatic inspiration.
Automatic inspiration, my bro.
Okay, let me ask you this. I know sometimes when production, when you produce, I know you said you heard the melody. Sometimes do you see it in colors as well?
Nah, I just feel it in my soul. Again, I just, everything is a feeling for me.
Yeah.
I don't write the music, you know what I'm saying? When I sit down at the keyboard, it's automatic. When I hear a certain melody, I don't stop until I finish the song. So it's always about the melody for me, you know what I'm saying? So,
You did some successful records, man.
Yeah, you did some good stuff, man. Yeah.
You in my top 5.
Yeah,
No, always say that.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Kenny and I'm good friends with Kenny, but I knew who this guy was before I met him.
Before you met him.
I knew exactly who he was. You know, I always studied the game, so I knew exactly who this guy was. Sport Riding Records, man. I remember exactly where I brought the Case CD from.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I remember that, and I always read the covers and stuff. All right, Kenny, Smoove, Kornegay. All right. Yeah. Sport Riding Records, Untouchables. I knew who the Untouchables was. Anyway, Eddie F, Dave Hall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they was one of the first real hot production teams.
They was the first Hitman before Puff.
Before Hitman with Bad Boy.
Crazy.
Before the Death Row.
Crazy.
Before the Death Row
Shout out to
production team.
Eddie
Shout out to Eddie F.
Okay, so take us back to the decision to actually pursue music professionally. At what point, where was your mindset at that point? And what was the deciding factor?
I think can I add in? And did you had a job before that?
Right.
A job?
Like a regular 9 to 5.
You ever had a 9 to 5 day? I never knew you had a job.
I had a 9 to 5. I hated the 9 to 5.
Right.
So I worked at Neuroshell Hospital, and I always wanted to do music. I met Vance Wright, who did Slick Rick's production.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? So I met Vance Wright. I was working at the hospital, UPS, and I met Vance Wright, and he was doing this thing, and I was like, yo, I gotta do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, again, my inspiration came from the beginning from Sami playing the drums and playing the bongos and the guitar and hearing the songs in my driveway.
I did not know that Samin was a musician. I didn't know that.
Because Samin is Samin, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't know he
So you wouldn't know, but Samin is a musical guy. Yeah. And every time I come in my driveway, throwing football in the air and everything, I'm hearing the music next door in the driveway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, this shit is dope. Like, I love this shit. Like, I love the music, right?
Yeah.
But I got my job, you know what I'm saying? But I'm hearing the music and shit, and I'm here, you know. And then there's this one kid named Craig Speed that lived on the corner. He used to play music on the mailbox, just playing, just boop, 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 and rapping and singing. He was the Ja Rule before the Ja Rule.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I gotta get in this shit.
Oh, wow.
And every day I hear this nigga playing that shit, and I hear Samin in them, and I'm like, I gotta get in this shit. And so that's when I really felt like I wanted to do the music thing. Yeah. And so I met Eddie F. Because I promoted parties back then too, because I'm a party guy, I'm a hospitality dude. And so I met Eddie F. And Eddie was like, yo, I hired him to DJ a party for me.
Yeah.
And he said, come to my crib. And I went to his crib, and I saw Albie Shaw in the house.
Oh, wow.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I saw
And this
Albie
was at the height of Albie Shaw's career, right?
This is when Albie Shaw just came out with Night and Day and all that shit, right?
Wow.
And then, but Eddie F was just getting ready to come out with Heavy D and the Boys too, Mr. Big stuff.
Right.
So Eddie got all this equipment. He got all this equipment and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, this shit is amazing to see all this equipment, studio shit going on. I'm like, yo, this shit is amazing. And Eddie said, yo, I said, I want to do this shit, Eddie. He said, buy a drum machine. I'm gonna give you a drum machine that Teddy Valley works with, and I work with. It's called a Korg DDG-1.
What?
Yeah, and I went and got it, and that's all I had. And
Was it expensive?
Back then it was, $600.
Back then it was a check back then, I'm sure.
$700 is like a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to learn how to make beats and sequence and shit like that. And I got good at it. And then I just couldn't play piano.
Yeah.
So I found this dude, I named him Piano Man.
Oh, Garen.
And I said, yo, I'm gonna make the beats, you play the chords in there. I'm gonna tell you how to play from my ear, to sing out the melody. And he started playing chords on top of beats.
Yeah.
And when he was doing that, it took us a while. Eddie F said to me, he said, I'm forming a company called Untouchables Producer Camp. The first. And if you want to be a part of it, start making music.
Yeah.
And I did.
Wow.
My first placement was Another Bad Creation.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's from one.
I loved ABC, by the way.
From one song.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like ABC too, and I was grown ass
one
man.
presentation. Yo,
I crushed on all of them.
Them kids was nuts.
I did.
I was older, so I think for me, it was
Yeah. Because they was around my age range.
Yeah.
I was like
older.
19, but I liked them though.
Yeah.
Big
No,
shout
I
out,
like them, but I'm
Yeah.
saying they just was.
Younger.
big shout out to Dallas Austin,
Yeah.
K Wells,
Yeah.
Dave Gates. You know what I'm saying? So I met them. They was great guys. I came to work on at ABC. Then I worked on Christopher Williams.
What?
So the first two songs that ever sent out got placed.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you ran out the gate. You was
out the
straight.
gate, man. This shit was crazy. But I always had a vision, right? I always had a vision in my brain that I saw me in a car service. You know car service back in the day?
Yeah.
So I was visioning me in a car service with a briefcase.
So you were manifesting.
Yeah, I didn't know what manifesting was.
At that time, yeah.
So I had I went and bought a silver briefcase and put all my music on this cassette tapes.
Yeah.
And I had it, and I was, and I used to just vision that all the time. Once that same guy, Craig Speed, I don't know if I'm getting ahead of this myself, but that guy, Craig Speed, the same dude I'm telling you about, he had got a deal at Atlantic Records, Big Beat, Big Beat Records, right, with Craig Coleman.
I remember Big Beat.
Craig Coleman.
He ended up telling Craig Coleman about me.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Craig Coleman called me and asked me.
Oh, wow, he called you?
He called me.
Yeah.
He said, I want you to work on a group called Jomanda.
Yeah.
I killed it on Jomanda,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Once I did Jomanda, he came to me and said, yo, I want to give you a deal, a record deal.
Yeah.
Do you have any artists?
Yeah.
In my mind, I said, don't say no. Just say yes.
Yeah.
So I said yes, and he was like, yo, bring him to me. This girl named Shanice Carter found the artist, Changing Faces, and she brought them to me on the street, and I was like, yo, bet. I called Craig Coleman on the street and went to his house. I went to Craig Coleman's house, tons of albums and records in his house. We signed up.
He ain't a tall guy, y'all.
No, but he wanted to do the deal.
So you literally was a part of Changing Faces.
I discovered them.
You discovered them.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I never knew that about you.
Changing Faces is from the Bronx.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know that.
And
Mount Haven, right?
I don't know what.
I think Mount Haven. I know at least one.
Some tower. I don't know, next to Yankee Stadium.
I got you.
So anyway, when I found the group, right, I made a song, a demo, and Craig said, let's do the deal. While we're in the process of doing the deal, I'm sitting at home like we all sitting right now.
Yeah.
I'm watching on TV, and I'm hearing this song called Sex Me, Baby. I'm hearing this song, and it's R. Kelly. Before R. Kelly. Because I'm thinking in my mind, John A is out right now, right?
Right.
How can I make them different than John A? But because they're two girls.
Right. Yeah. And the SWGs and the the escapes.
That song came out on TV. When I seen the video, I said, yo, that's it. That's the sound that they need to have. Even though I'm the producer, I needed to find the sound. Right?
Yeah.
So I called Craig Coleman. I said, you know this guy named R. Kelly? He said, no. I said, find out who he is and get him on the phone. Let me talk to him.
Oh, wow.
He called him, got me on the phone. I said, yo, bro, I need a song for these two girls. The song is, I need them to be on some Sex Jodeci type vibe.
Yeah.
Of course, he said, I do that in my sleep. We flew out on probably Wednesday. He pulled up in a green pug truck and he played Do You Mind If I Sex You Up? I don't mind. I was like, yo, I swear to you, if any person ever heard a hit,
that's one of my favorite songs.
Everything
I still play that song.
In my mind, I was like, this shit getting ready to go crazy.
Yeah.
This is my first group on Big Beat Records. Yeah. This shit getting ready to go crazy. I fought with the label for 4 months because they didn't understand. But as soon as R. Kelly blew up, they understood.
Oh wow.
We went platinum. We went gold in 5 days, platinum in like 10 days.
That's crazy. You know, I didn't know I thought, you know what, I thought Changing Faces was signed to Sport Riding.
It was. Sport
Riding, Def Jam.
No, Sport Riding. That's Sport Riding Atlantic.
Right. I didn't know that.
So Sport Riding was my company.
Oh wow.
This girl gave me the name Sport Riding because she said I was spoiled, so I just came up with the name. Because I needed a name with the artist, I needed a company name. So.
But Case was Sport Riding, Def Jam.
Case is Sport Riding,
Def Jam. Right. Yeah. So after the record went platinum, were you guys working on the album or?
Worked on the album. We worked on the album, and I got Donnell Jones on the album. He produced the record. Dave Jam Hall produced the record.
Wow.
All great producers.
All familiar names too.
Oh yes. Yeah. So we put together the album, and the album did great.
Yo, it's funny. I purchased both Changing Faces albums. I had both of them CDs there, CDs. But I had both of them there. And then I
definitely love Changing Faces.
Oh man, Changing Faces was dope.
Yeah. Could you imagine a kid that had a dream and a vision, right? And then actually create it, right? And then I'm sitting there in the studio making the song, and I'm like, and the shit gold, platinum and gold. Everybody was calling me.
Yeah. That's a surreal moment.
Yo, shit was crazy. Everybody was calling me. Everybody was calling. Andre Bell was calling me. And these are my mentors. I look up to them. Right. I didn't know them no other way. Right.
Okay, at that point in time, you was cooking like fish grease. You was.
Russell Simmons was on my wall. While in the process of them blowing up, Russell Simmons been on my wall. You know what I'm saying? It was a Black Enterprise magazine with him with a Rolls Royce, and I was like, this is the guy I wanted to be like. You know what I'm saying? And so I met the director Brett Ratner, and I gave Brett Ratner his first R&B video. And he came after me and said, yo, I'm gonna put you on the phone with Russ.
Oh, wow.
And when he put me on the phone with Russ, I fanned out. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, Russ, You my mentor. I got you on my wall. And he stopped me and said, yo, fuck all of that shit you saying to me. I want to do a deal with you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't have an artist, right? I ain't tell him that.
Right.
But I was like, yo, in my mind, I was like, he was like, I just want to go do a deal with you. Find somebody who matches the Def Jam logo and come back to me.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to do a deal with you.
Yeah.
My man KB, Keith Evans, found Case.
Stop right there. We're going to start right there, man. It's getting juicy.
Yeah.
Y'all come back and join us for food and conversations with platinum producer, super producer, Kenny Kornegay. Kenny, let's talk about your starting relationship with singer-songwriter Case and how that came about and how one of the hottest albums of that time frame came out. Take us to that point.
Yeah.
Hold up, you know I'm gonna ask you some shit about Case.
All right. Yo, but hold on.
Hold that
I'm gonna hold that. But you know what I
And I'm gonna end it.
So Case, I met Case in a weird way.
Okay.
I met him through my boy KB, Keith Evans, because he heard Russell tell me to just find an artist that matches the Def Jam logo, right? So we running around looking, but he keeps telling me, yo, I got this dude, I got Case, I got this. And I was like, yeah, because main Case was like this, you know, he was in Mount Vernon, whatever. I'm sure people want to know the real story. But main Case, I just say this.
You went to high school together, didn't you?
No, Case was just somebody, that I knew
Around the way.
in an ironic way, right? So
How ironic.
I know you, nigga.
Come on, man.
Yo,
Hey, bro. Talk about what?
Let's get there.
Yo, so
Let
I
him
know
get there.
the whole social media, all that. They love to hear that shit. But me and Case is in a good space now. We wasn't for a long time, and I'd rather not bring crazy shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really love the brother, and he took the song. It's a 30 years hit record right now.
It's still played at parties.
And it's still played at parties. The shit's still lit. I just was dancing to it last night. But hold, let me say this. So Case and I, we met in a crazy, ironic way through some people, mutual people, right? And so, I mean, you can say whatever. I'm saying
mutual people, man. Let us know.
Let's get to the point, though.
Let me get to the point, and then I'm gonna come back.
I'm trying to get him to the point because he's trying not to.
Oh.
He's trying not to get to the point.
So him and my who was the daughter's mother was dating, and I wasn't dating her no more, but she's a little street chick or whatever, and Case was dating her, and me and him had some words, right?
Wow.
We had some words, and
So was this before or after the album in the relationship?
this was before I even signed him.
Oh, okay, got you.
Wow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We just got into it. So my boy, that's why my boy KB, Keith Evans, he was saying, yo, man, he was saying, yo, I'm telling you, yo, sign Case, you're gonna be dope for this for Def Jam logo. And Spoil Rotten, which was my company, right?
Yeah.
And so and I kept saying no. And he was like, yo, guess who wanna manage it? Case. I said, who? He said, Misa Hilton.
Oh, wow.
And I said, I'm a businessman at the end of the day, right?
Right.
And I was like, yo, that shit makes sense to me.
Yes.
Because Misa is gonna be, she's hanging out.
With
That's
Diddy
Mary
and
J.
everybody.
She's around everybody.
She's Mary J. Blige's best friend.
Yeah.
That's all I kept thinking about.
With Diddy. Yeah.
And I was
before.
I know Justin probably was born already.
Okay.
But I was saying like she's around everybody, and what I really wanted to do is hone in on Case's style and image, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to see him as the male Mary J. Blige.
Oh, wow. You did a good job.
So I said, if he's a male Mary J. Blige, why don't we don't get Mary J. Blige to write for him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the whole thought. And so once she told me Misa was involved, I was all the way in.
Yeah.
I was all the way in.
That was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So hold up. So you and Case had words.
Yeah, we did.
Just words.
Yeah, we had words. We had words. Yeah, we words.
No shooting the five, none of that.
We just had words. So
how were you able to mend that relationship in order to have the business relationship?
Great question. again, I'm a businessman. I'm not street nigga that gotta be holding my feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My ultimate goal is to accomplish what I need to accomplish.
Yeah.
Right? And I put that shit to the side. And I said, if he comes to my house, I already had a song for him already ready to go.
Was it Touch Me Teacher?
No, it was called Chip. It was called I can't think of the name of the record.
With the
Chip, boom. I can't think of the record.
That's one of my joints too.
Yeah, so I used the LL Cool J sample, and I had this shit already ready.
Don't
to
be
go.
afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Come on, see, I know better than you do.
Exactly, yo.
I'm a music connoisseur.
Yeah,
He is. And so I did Don't Be Afraid, and Mary wrote and Faith Evans wrote the record together.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And so
That's
when he came to the
history.
crib, I said, as long as the nigga's humble, let me see. So when he came to the house, I was like, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
I saw the vision.
Yeah.
Fuck all that other shit. Fuck all the shit that we went through. It's like brothers, right? When brothers get into it, you be mad at them for a little while, but that's your brother.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I felt, and that's how I felt about him. And I was like, this is gonna take me to the next level. And I took him down in my basement, played him the song. He loved it. We did the song. I sent it to Russell. Russell called me back going crazy because the chill shit was on Def Jam.
Yeah.
So it was an easy clearance, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, yo, what the fuck is this shit you just sent me?
I
And he was
doing that
like, yo, I'm putting this shit on the Nutty Professor soundtrack.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And so
That's Eddie Murphy.
that
y'all.
was the first song. The first song.
Wow.
Going forward, we making the album, all that stuff like that, right? And the last song that I made for Case, the last song on the album I made for Case was Touch Me, Tease Me.
Get out of here.
So how Touch Me, Tease Me came about was I had writer's block. I didn't know. I was like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for him because back then it was the era of samples and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm laying.
Let me ask you a question. Was there a situation where the record label needed that one? Because you know how they do sometimes. You have a good album, but we need that one that's going.
They never said that to me.
Okay.
They was just going with what I was doing.
Okay.
Right? I was just making music. Because remember, Don't Be Afraid was already the one.
Yeah. That was
So I'm making a song, and Samin, we was all living together in the house, right?
Yeah.
Me, Samin, J Dog, Khalif, Eddie Lee, we all living in the house together. So it's like homeboy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
Frat house.
Frat house, yes. There's wild shit going on.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We called it the fun house. So what happened was, I was laying in the room, man, and I was like, yo, I don't know what else to do. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. So some of you don't hear me, but I'm thinking in my brain. He put on PSK.
Yeah.
Yo, when he put that shit on again, I be getting these feelings and spurts of shit, right? So I was like, yo, I ran in the room, said, give me that CD. He didn't know what I was doing. He knew I was up to something. I had a crazy studio in my basement. Got the shit, ran downstairs, sampled this shit up.
Okay, on that record, how did you line it up like that? Because you know how difficult it was for a lot of people that try to sample that record, to line it up in the pattern that you did.
Again, it's feelings.
Yeah.
It's just feelings.
It was, that was a record that was challenging. If you tried to line it up, a lot of people, it went off beat. It just didn't stay consistent like you did.
Again, it's feelings and just feelings. I don't know the technology of shit. Yeah. I learned the shit on my own, the machines and all that shit. I just learned it.
What machine you sampled that on?
SB200.
Wow.
So I had sampled the kick.
Yeah.
I sampled that, and then I sampled the hi-hats.
Yeah.
So I'm playing around on the drum machine and I'm hitting the shit.
Wow.
Right? I'm like, oh, hit the hi-hats is going. I looped it up and looped it up. And I said, yo, I gotta put some music on that. So I called Dow Young.
Yeah, Dow Young.
88 Keys, the original 88 Keys.
Yeah.
So I called him, I said, come to my house right there, come to my house. So before he came though, me and him did some chord progressions the day before. And so I'm just fucking around. I hit the computer, I had an Atari computer, and I hit the space bar to cut the shit on or whatever.
Yeah.
it played the chords. Because back then it was MIDI. The MIDI, the keyboard, the MIDI, everything. Mm-hmm. The keyboard was on, all the sounds was on, and it triggered the drum machine. Boom, boom, with the beat playing.
It was a wrap after that.
Yeah, he was on.
A rap.
Because I'm
So
telling
by the time he got there, all he did was add a little.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. I said, yo, this shit gonna be crazy. I called Misa to call Mary. I said, Mary, I need you to write this song. Mary wrote the song.
Yeah.
Touch Me, Tease Me.
Yeah, she wrote
Hold on.
She wrote all of it.
Hold on.
Misa wrote a piece of it. I got a piece of it. And Keith got a piece of it. But Mary wrote the
Majority of the lyrics.
Yes.
So how did you guys infuse Fox into it? Because her beginning, performance when that song first hit, that beat first hit, my God, it gave it that extra. You know what I mean? And
let me tell you this story.
She's such a dope rapper.
And do you have a version with her without one?
Okay.
Oh, that's a good question. Also,
So Spunk Bigger, producer Spunk Bigger was down with the Untouchables.
Big up to
Spunk Bigger.
Big up.
So Spunk Bigger had I used his artist first.
Okay.
She was dope as fuck. And we had her on it. And when I took it to the label to Leo Cohen, Leo was like sitting there listening to it. He's like, that's cool. It's all right.
we can do better. We can do better.
Yeah, can he, that's okay. Let me go get Irv Gotti and let me go get somebody else. It was Irv and somebody else. They went and got them and listen to it. It was like, it's cool, it's ready to rap. Like, y'all niggas is crazy.
Right.
They had a method though.
Oh shit.
Came back in the room, he was like,
Wow.
did you hear the Ain't No by Jay-Z in my new artist, and my new artist, Foxy Brown?
Oh, okay.
I said, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
He said, you need to put Foxy Brown on it.
Yeah.
He didn't have to, he did not have to convince me one bit. Because that record was on fire.
And that's one of my favorite albums. Like back and forth, female, male.
That was hard.
Yo. Can I blend into this?
Yeah, of course.
Yo, you made a record that the daughter, the grandmother, and right now, the great-grandmother can all dance to it. It's a timeless record.
Yeah.
It's timeless. That record was never...
So, were you in the studio when Foxy laid her track down for
Came to
that?
my house and laid it.
Yo, that's crazy.
The Ill Nana came to my crib. It was me, her, Ace. We all having a ball.
I'm sure.
I got pictures of it too.
To be a fly on the wall back then.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she came in later. She called Don Poole. Big up to Don Poole.
Big up to Don Poole.
Yeah.
He got Brooklyn Chop House. He was managing her at the time.
Big up to Don Poole.
Don came through, and when she laid that shit, the only thing I say I regret out of all of it, she should have said my name in the beginning. And I never got a chance.
But back then, I don't think they was doing it a lot.
No, Teddy Riley was doing it. Teddy Riley was doing it. And this and that, whatever. And then on all my remixes, I used to say Kenny Smoove remix, right? So that's the only thing. Because to this day, that should be like Kenny Smoove.
Yeah, everybody remember that.
That's the only thing.
Now, we already got it, Ken. You got it.
So, are all of your production times in the studio, is it like a party? Like, what's your vibe in the studio when you're creating with an artist? What's your vibe like?
My vibe, initially, when I'm making music, I like to make music by myself.
Okay. Understandable.
Because if I don't, it's opinions.
Yeah.
So that's for me.
Hold on.
This nigga right here.
I got a video.
Do this.
I got a video. Yo, he stopped me. He was like, yo, I got the video.
But some people like that though.
Yeah.
Like my man 88.
Like to have a whole bunch of people in the studio.
He love that shit. That nigga be playing the shit and he love it.
Yeah.
Me, I like to zone out and hear my sounds and all that shit and know what I'm making first.
Yeah.
Then after I make it and people hear it, then I have everybody in the studio.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's a vibe, and then I'm in the studio, and I always gotta have some girls, pretty girls around, and just vibe out, and then just do the record.
Nice.
Yeah, Kay don't like to be
So by that time, you had already had the deal locked in with Def Jam.
Yes.
Before the album was done.
Yeah. I locked it in on Don't Be Afraid.
Oh wow.
One song.
Yeah.
A whole label deal. One
Give
song.
us a quick rundown of your catalog, because obviously I knew about that Foxy Touch Me, Tease Me with Case. I'm still a big Case fan. I still listen to I'm Missing You. You know what I mean? Like, so give us a quick rundown of your entire catalog.
I can't remember the shit, all of it, but Mary J. Blige, You Don't Have to Worry.
Nice.
Hold on. The
original
joint.
You Don't Have to Worry.
Hip hop.
What's it called? Soundtrack.
From the Who's the Man soundtrack.
Okay.
That's my joint, yo.
Wow. Keep going. We listening.
Mary J. Blige, a song called on the My Life album called Sincerity.
Love that song. Yep. Love that song.
With Nas and DMX.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sample was crazy. That's my joint.
Got that, and then damn, so who about Queen Latifah? Damn, I can't remember
He
everything.
placed on the Space Jam soundtrack.
Space Jam soundtrack.
10 million records.
Johnny Gill.
What about the
all the soundtracks.
Last Dance?
Yeah.
Save the Last
Save the
Dance.
Last
Nutty.
Wow.
Save the Last Dance. Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
Low Down Dirty Shame.
Yeah.
All of these soundtracks.
Who's
are
the
good.
Man?
Yeah, Who's the Man?
High School High.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
They
producing
placed on a lot
basically,
of
right,
joints.
literally propelled you to stardom as a super producer,
Yeah.
and people wanting to work with you.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. People don't really. I probably could be way bigger
Yeah.
if I would do interviews and shit like that, but I'll be laid back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just be
A
chill.
lot of producers are though. I
And
get
so,
it.
but if you put this like Swiss in them,
Yeah.
they out there, so they
Yeah.
get more shit, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I was always like,
Reserve.
and show me the money, like, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like,
speaking of money, because you make that money.
yes.
What was your first big boy purchase with that big check?
Yeah, for real.
So my uncle used to tell me, I used to always have a picture of manifestation again. I used
Yeah.
to have a picture of a BMW on my wall
Okay.
in my bedroom. And my uncle used to come by and be like, you get that BMW yet? He used to laugh at me all the time.
wow.
Yeah, he used to laugh at me.
Yeah.
Family.
So when I finally got that big check, I
Yeah.
went and got that
You
BMW.
got
I'm
the-
sure.
You got
Yeah.
the gray joint.
It was snitches out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hopefully you rolled out Uncle House with it. Like,
Uncle
what's
was
up?
Uncle didn't make it to see it. You know what I'm saying? But
Rest in peace, Uncle.
you know, he didn't get. But my mom saw it.
Yeah.
Right. My mom saw it, and I got to buy her a car.
Nice.
Got to buy her a minivan that she liked.
Yeah.
And she almost broke her legs coming down the stairs when she saw me pull up in the driveway with that bowl. She was crazy.
Heartfelt.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
love it.
was the best feeling that you could
Yeah.
ever have.
Yeah. Definitely.
So yeah, and I bought my baby mama a car too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that was that big check. That was the big check.
Yeah.
How do you, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I'm not scared from that timeline when sales was physical to where they are now, which is digital. How do you feel about the streaming thing versus where it used to be with the physical sales versus the streaming?
I always like physical.
How do you like it?
I like physical. I don't know
Yeah.
nothing about the streaming. It's like going to the meter and measuring your bill on the of your electric bill.
Your electric.
We don't never know what the shit is.
Yeah.
If I'm streaming 100,000, how y'all gonna tell me I'm streaming 100,000? How am I know?
Right.
How am I know I'm streaming 1 million copies?
Yeah. Who's behind the
Who's
numbers?
behind to tell you?
Yeah.
And who gives the value of the money?
Yeah.
Of it?
Who's validating that?
Yeah, that shit is
basically.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, let me piggyback on what
Yeah.
Rakim is asking, because now that we are in a new wave of streaming and podcasting in 2026, how do you manage to stay relevant from the hard work that you put in back then as a producer that had to get it out of the mud versus now you kind of sitting back and the fruits of your label is working for you right now, but how do you manage to stay
how do you
relevant?
manage?
It's super hard. This shit is hard as fuck, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want partnership in labels now.
Yeah.
So as a producer, I have to have an artist, and that artist has to do a certain amount of numbers
Before
to become a partner.
Before you become a popular artist, you gotta. That's crazy.
You got
Yeah.
that's the way it is. So they want to be partners. So I gotta sell and show a certain amount of streams and stuff like that in order for them to say, "Yo, I want to be a partner with you." And then when they want to be a partner with you, they robbing you again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they've been robbing us for years.
Because the
But
whole
we don't know. We don't know because we getting the money. So
We don't know.
we getting money we never seen before.
Yeah.
Right.
And somebody say, "Yo, here's $1 million. You never saw $1 million."
Right.
So we like bet. But at the same time, our $1 million that they gave us is recoupable
Yeah.
Right? And then at the same time, they making $10 million.
$10 million, yeah.
Right? And then when you not so-called hot no more, they kick you to the curb.
But who's making the money for real though? Is it the artist that's making the money, or is it like the writers and the producers that's making the money?
Yeah. So initially it was a producer game.
Okay.
The producers was a celebrity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The songwriters became the celebrity after
Right.
that. Now the artist is back as a celebrity. It used to be the producer first.
Yeah,
Without the producer, without Jimmy Jam, without Babyface,
without
Yeah.
you,
Without
you know what I
you,
mean?
yeah.
Without, you know what I'm saying? Like they was
Mike Will made it. All these, all these producers.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yes. And so now you don't see no credits no more, so they don't mean as much.
Gotcha.
So now my frustration with the game is I'm a known producer. My valuation has to be based on what I last did. And then you don't get the fee that you normally get. If I say, Mary, I'm gonna charge you $50,000 for the song, it was valuable to have $50,000. Now you gotta do 18 records
to get the $50,000.
No, you gotta do 18 records for them to say yes, and then it has to wait 6 months for you to. It has to wait 6 months for them to tell you, yo, I like the record, I don't like the record. So look at this. So look at this.
Yeah.
People got salaries, right?
Yeah.
Niggas get $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year salaries. So if I'm out here as a producer and I'm making record for you, and I gotta wait for you to tell me if you like my song or not. I gotta wait for you. And I gotta wait for you. And I gotta wait for you.
Yeah.
How am I eating?
I'm gonna say where your money coming from then at that point.
Because the shit gotta catch up.
But what about your residuals though? Is that are you still working off of your residuals?
Yes,
living off of them?
So the great thing about the music business is when you do pop, that shit lasts a long time.
Right.
Because you got different avenues where you can make money from.
Yeah.
So Touch Me, Tease Me can be on Monday Night Football. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be on a Head and Shoulders commercial. It could do all these different avenues.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Kenny. I know there's situations where after so many years, you get your masters back. You know, so did you get your masters back? Because it's been like 30 years now.
Yes. Usually it comes back in 20.
Okay.
I had to deal with, because the artist was signing me, so I have a 12-year deal.
How was you able to structure that deal, Ken?
My lawyer.
Oh, okay.
You know, big shout out to Bob Celestin.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So we structured the deal to where it was a 12-year deal. Wow. But I just started taking advantage of that opportunity of the masters. There's a company called Royalty House out of Atlanta, y'all.
Yeah.
So all y'all who need your royalties back, you know what I'm saying, your masters back. So I just did a deal with them in January to go after all my masters.
Okay, so they go after the masters.
So they got to go after the companies because they don't want to give you money. That's the major thing.
I was going to ask you, so tell us,
shit.
what does that mean? For the people that don't know, what does that mean when you have your masters? What exactly does that mean?
That means you own what you created.
Yeah, what you created.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You own what you created.
So when you first do it, when you first create it, the labels actually own the masters, right?
You want to know why? Because they advance all the money.
Yeah, they gave you all the money.
They gave you the money
up
front.
front to hold on to everything. You know, like Cash Money, they did a deal where they own their own masters because they came in with their own money.
Right.
But when
Master P do that too, right?
Master P did it too.
He did it.
Yeah.
So when they give you the money, they got control.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of artists now they don't want to do label record company deals. They want to do deals where the label just do distribution.
Distribution.
Yeah. So independent basically is the better way to go.
Yeah, if you can stay in the game.
Yeah.
This shit is expensive.
Because just to keep a record just afloat, you need minimum just say $200,000.
$200K for just to get your record on the radio.
On the radio.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not including marketing costs or nothing like that.
That's insane.
So $200,000 will get you on the radio. You asking me, would I do it? Yes, if I do believe in the record, right?
Yeah.
I would do it because it's gonna. Your ASCAP, your BMI, your CSAC, it's gonna pay you those residuals back based on the amount of spins that you do.
Yeah.
I heard a hitmaker say he got his Rolls Royce based on radio's playing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So with me, I would do that.
Yeah.
Some people will do it and they never get nothing back. A little bit of change because the record wasn't hot enough.
Yeah.
So you take that risk, but independent artists now got to spend a lot of money to just get in the game. You know how many artists out here right now? It's a lot of
Just get in the
money.
game.
And then think about this, y'all. If you think about this right now, when it comes to music right now, a lot of people attention span. Sometimes this shit is only 8 seconds.
Yeah, the reels have killed the game.
Okay, if your record is hot, you might got a week or two.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yes. Look at T.I. for instance, right? He came out that crazy record with Pharrell.
Yeah.
Right? He on to the next record already.
Yeah.
Because the shit don't last.
Nobody listens.
That's why records went from. Remember, old school records went from 7 minutes
to
now 5 minutes. A radio thing was 320, right? Now the shit
like
is
220.
220. I remember me and Bakim saying, "Yo, we need to make the records longer." I said, "The kids ain't gonna listen to it. Nobody gonna listen to shit.
They don't.
And they don't listen to it.
They don't listen to it."
So I remember albums would last like a year.
A year.
Whole year.
6 months.
You can't wait for somebody's album to come out.
Because you're going to ride it out the whole year.
They might put out the remix album. That might be another 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Like artists is putting out albums like every 2 years.
It seems like for me now, just looking at the music industry, you got people like Kehlani, who's now an R&B artist.
Yeah.
Her album can ride from front to back, and I feel like her album is going to be long-lasting in the game for that year that you're talking about.
Right.
Like, we're going to be listening to her album probably for the whole year. So I think it's possibly reverting back to that, where we're listening to albums from front to back.
Let me ask you this.
Maybe it's our age
Let me ask you
range,
this.
perhaps. I don't know.
Yes, it's our age range for one.
Yeah.
But who do you know that you could call and say, you heard the Kehlani album?
Yeah, pretty much nobody.
Nobody.
No, they don't say I heard
everything.
two songs.
Everything's personal.
They heard folded.
Everything is folded. Everybody heard folded. But no, that's personal. You know what I'm saying? So I remember a time, y'all.
Oh, everybody heard that.
Yeah.
I remember it was a time where was a time where I had to have Jodeci in all my cars.
Oh wow.
I had Diary of a Madman in the Range Rover, the Benz, the other car, and the other car because I had to have it.
Yeah.
And when people's album came out, you like, yo, I can't wait for the album to come out.
Get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's no urgency to hear nobody's album.
It's not.
Everything is a single thing.
But let me ask you,
everything's
let me ask
single
you, you think it's because the music industry now is oversaturated? It's too much music.
It's too much.
Not just that.
The key word is accessible.
Right.
Everything is online now.
People's attention span is not what it used to be.
And they want you to have a single. They want you to put out a single every 45 days.
Damn.
So yes, they want you to put out a single every 45 days to create the algorithm of the artist. It's the dumbest shit in the world, but it's smart at the same time because we're in an era where Casanai and Neon and all of them, they bigger than the artists.
Yeah, they are.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do we compete? It's really disturbing as a music guy. Like, can you name me who is a star artist right now?
You really can.
Kehlani is the only
example that I have.
Who else do you got?
Yeah,
who else do you have?
You don't.
Probably.
And you know what's crazy? Is the way they promote these artists now.
Yeah.
Like back in the days and nowadays, you would see the video. You might see the video every day on 106 in Park.
Yeah.
You don't have 106 in Park. You don't have
no
none.
You don't have none of those.
You got YouTube.
Right.
But you got to look for that shit.
It was a build-up. Now it's
Like I said, it goes back to the reels now. It goes back to
the magazine.
10-second clips.
Yeah.
But everything is entertainment, real microwave shit. You gotta look at the shit real quick. But I'm gonna tell you how Drake figured it out, because let me tell you why Drake figured it out. The day he dropped the 3 albums, right? For his shit, right? But he dropped like 15 videos.
Yeah.
So
I think he did that also to get out of his contract for those 3 albums, right?
But still, it was the momentum of it. So remember, we used to be like 1 video per song, whatever, and hold up and wait and get the single out.
6 months.
This nigga said, bap, bap, bap. And the day he dropped, I'm looking at YouTube and I'm seeing all the shit. I'm looking at all that shit.
Yeah. The numbers.
I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm looking at how many videos he.
I don't know if it's actual, but they said if Drake was to be independent, he possibly can shut the music industry down.
I can see that.
His impact is unbelievable.
Because honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I listened to all 3 of those albums. Hold on. I listened to all 3. I listened to all 3 of those albums and they were mediocre at best.
I don't listen to Drake.
So let me say.
I don't listen to him either, but I
Yeah.
was looking for the Drake that everybody knows,
Drake.
right?
I'm gonna say this.
The Drake that put him on the map.
Yeah.
And these albums are not giving that.
Let me say
In my opinion. Let me
Okay.
say that.
I'm gonna
In
say
my
this.
opinion.
I'm a Drake fan
Yeah.
Yeah.
in terms of his R&B stuff, right? And in terms of if you listen to my music, my new music, because I don't make old school. He be trying to get me to do boom bap shit all the time,
Yeah.
and I don't do that. But
Yeah.
but if you hear my music, my R&B music, and listen to it, it's Drake influence.
Yeah.
Because I like his melodies. Going
Yeah.
back to the melody shit. If you listen to the R&B album, the melodies is crazy,
Yeah.
and he always gonna catch one. He might have 10 songs on there. At least 2 to 3 he gonna catch them.
Yeah.
Okay.
On his rap side, at least 2 or 3 he's gonna catch him. So he gonna put out a plethora of music,
Yeah.
and one of them gonna catch him. That pop shit, he gonna catch him.
Yeah.
So in the entirety of a project,
Yeah.
you might not feel the entirety of the project, but me as a real fan and a producer that not listen to that shit, I can't listen to the rap shit that much.
Yeah.
But I listen to his
I
R&B
like
shit.
I like his R&B shit.
I like his own.
Him and,
I like his own-
him and Party Next Door.
Yeah.
All that shit, yo, that shit is,
Yeah.
is fire to me. And I just,
Fire, yeah.
and it ain't really harmonies and nothing like that in
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
But it just be a vibe.
Yeah. That's
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 how
what
I
it is.
feel.
It's a
Yeah.
vibe. Music is a vibe.
I got
Because you know what?
for
Because
y'all.
like when you, and I hate to say it, like when you listen to some of these rappers now, lyrically, it's like, what are you talking about? Like you
It's
said
ABC.
You
It's
actually
all,
you wrote that shit.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know a
so-
rapper that
Listen to Young Miami song. Where all them scamming.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
And people
Is
are
that the new record? The new Miami?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Me and women
spin that shit, right?
Rock said it, spin that shit.
So me
Spin that shit.
as a producer,
But that beat go hard though.
go hard.
Yeah,
Me as a producer, this is what I did last night. I was at a white party last night, right?
Yeah.
And they playing all this random shit from back in the day, this and that. They go,
Yeah.
but random old school shit, right? Not the
like,
not the
not
soulful
the good.
shit, the rap shit, right? So I'm like, why the fuck is they playing this? So I stood up on the couch, went to the DJ and said, yo, can you play Young Miami, spin that shit? Because I'm a club guy too, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, spin that shit.
Right.
And he looked at me like, I said, yo, shit.
Wait till
Yo,
you play it and see
he
what happens.
he played this shit.
And everybody went crazy.
Crazy.
Old people went crazy.
So Young Miami, you got one.
Young Miami,
you got one.
you got a hit.
You got a hit. Let it
You
go.
got
But
it.
You know,
you got to keep it going for the
Hold
whole
on.
summer.
You know, but let me bring something else up. You know what's crazy too, though? Like I was saying, like how they promoted the artists back in the days with the magazines and the videos and all that shit, and that shit stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you something. I don't know if it's because of me, because of my age, but she could walk in here right now. Lil Baby could walk in here right now. I wouldn't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
I mean, we get it. Because you
You
still
know what
on
I'm
I'm missing you.
Yeah. I might know who they are. Though.
But you know, you might, but the average motherfucker my age
They really look
don't
regular.
know who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Now, I got a question for y'all.
Okay, we listening.
Why you think Chris Brown is not as big as a Michael Jackson? And I got the answer for y'all. I got the answer for y'all, but I want to go around the room. Go ahead.
No, you go T.
Hey,
Let's go around the room.
I don't give a shit. That's Mike.
You think he's Mike already?
No. I said because that's Mike.
Okay.
Because nobody can be Mike, right?
Nobody can.
Yeah.
Nobody can beat
That's a
Mike.
great answer.
And Mike,
That's a great answer.
hold on.
Okay.
Because Mike, honestly, Mike ain't had a competition that Chris Brown got.
Nobody.
All right.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I
I agree with you on the first answer. That was a good answer. Go ahead, T.
I think it's because of who he is, period. Like
Yeah.
his attitude and how he's portrayed himself to the world. Sometimes Chris Brown be on some real crazy shit. And so Michael had a completely different aura about him,
Chris
right?
is a Taurus.
He had a
Innocent,
completely different
yeah, I
aura.
understand.
It's an innocence about Michael that nobody had.
Yeah.
That man was he was literally a multi-manifester. He manifested his entire life. So I think it's Chris Brown's attitude, honestly. That's my opinion. But
Okay, go ahead. You almost right, but not.
Okay, go ahead.
I kind of agree with.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Tevye and T. I think it's a combination of both. I think is what y'all both said.
Right.
That Rihanna shit fucked him up.
Mhm.
That already scarred him. And then at the same time, he don't have the innocence of a Michael Jackson. Even though he's just talented, I'm not gonna lie. But he don't care because on the real, what scarred him was the fact that
All his stuff sounds
I think it's
the
the
same.
drugs.
No, okay, all right, okay, cool. So you want to hear my
Okay,
my
so
answer?
yes.
My opinion, my
Yes.
answer?
Yeah.
He doesn't have the image.
Yeah.
His image, if
Yeah.
his image was Peter Pan, like you, or some shit where you can barely touch him. Like, oh my God!
All of the
Because
drama.
you gotta understand this. The reason why Michael Jackson had people falling out from way up the street, and they see him on the trying and fall out because he was untouchable. He looked like an image that people were like. You said, "Oh my God, I see him in person." He was bigger than life. I see him in person. Yeah, Chris Brown looked like you, and he looked like you, and he looked like me. Yeah. And he ain't big enough on the image wise. And I tell this story to everybody. Yeah. If he do some wild shit and just be turned into a character, if he turns into a character, he'll be way bigger. Because he got bigger. Hold on, he got some crazy records.
You're right. Characters. Let me twist a little bit. Just like we talking about basketball, Dennis Rodman. Yeah. Dennis Rodman was always as good as he was throughout his whole career. Correct. But when he dyed his hair, he got all those tattoos, and he started bugging out,
wearing dresses,
he became bigger than life.
He became bigger than life.
You're right.
Even the Weeknd. When the Weeknd had all that crazy shit going on, and people was like, "Yo, nobody else was doing that shit." When he came out, this shit's like, shh. Yeah. But Chris Brown could be way bigger
if he was less accessible.
Yeah.
Meaning,
and his image.
Right. Accessible. He can't be a regular. Too much like a regular person.
He blood. He claimed he blood. He was doing all the stupid shit. Yeah. He running with Young Thug. He was doing a lot of dumb shit. Yo, I'm saying.
So taking it back to you, Kenny. Okay. So who would you absolutely love to work with on the production end, dead or alive, an artist that's dead or alive? Who would you have loved to work with? Either if they're alive now or if they're dead.
You better not say Aretha Franklin.
Why
not?
That's crazy.
Why not?
I'm again a Drake.
Wow.
I would love to work with Drake.
Because Drake hit my man line.
Let me say this. Because if he heard my sound, he gonna understand.
He gonna love it. Yeah.
He gonna understand.
Touch me, tease me. He heard that.
We know he heard it.
But we know what's going on now. But that's the sound that I have is what he's doing on all his R&B records. Yeah. He just don't have access to me.
Yeah. Okay, can I say this in a real, and it can be biased to a degree because you my brother. Yo, man, you got better. You always was good, but you got greater. Let me see, greater as time went on. I'm telling y'all, I get a lot of records from him.
Yeah, y'all been in the same room for years together.
Me and him is music. But we're music nerds. Yeah, we both music nerds. Yeah. But K, yo, son, I'm so proud of you. Oh. I ain't gonna front though. I am. Sound-wise, yo, sonically, no, son, I am. So you know that.
So to piggyback on him, what is Kenny doing in 2026 now? Who are you working with?
Okay, so I'm working with some new artists. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So doing some independent new artist stuff, but I'm also working with an artist from the Bad Boy camp.
Whoa! Somebody that you can tell us, or is it a secret?
Yeah, I'm telling y'all right now. Right now. And I always the crazy part. I always wanted to work with him, and he said that to me.
That he always wanted to work with you. Okay.
So a Slim from 112.
Yeah.
Yo, the records. He told me. He said, "Yo, Roland came to me and said, yo, we don't want the new sound of shit, but we want you to do your shit, right?" I said, "Yo, I can't do the boom bap shit, but I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of the old school sound when they have bridges, right? Yeah. They don't make bridges no more in the songs, but I put bridges in the songs, in his songs, and I still made them upbeat, and I still made it that sound. Yeah. Wow. So, and he's a crazy artist to work with. Crazy artist. Dope as fuck. So I'm working with him now. I got a couple of records on his new album, and just look out for that.
Okay, nice. So any up and coming artists that you are personally working with that you want to shout out at this point?
I did a song for the artist. His name is Drew Peckett. Yes. I did a song for Drew Peckett. It's out now on all streaming platforms called Stay a While. Shit is fire.
Drew's dope.
Drew is real dope, y'all.
Yeah. So I did that, and then I want to tell you about an artist. Can I tell you a story?
Yeah, of course.
I want to tell you about an artist that I feel like I discovered, but I wasn't involved in getting her signed.
Okay.
So I'm walking through the gym one day in Harlem. Walking through the gym in Harlem, and I'm walking by and I'm hearing, the locker rooms, blocking shit on the side. I was going for my nephew, that's the kid's show. He was doing a show at his high school. And so I'm walking through and I see somebody singing. I'm hearing them singing. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is that? Look over to her and I'm hearing her singing. I'm like, I said, what's your name? She said, Tiana. I said, okay. I said, okay, boom. So we end up exchanging numbers. I end up doing her demos to get her signed to Pharrell.
And we're talking about the Tiana Taylor.
Yes,
wow.
yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
The Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and the records
is still fly to this day.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yep. And she told me Pharrell was interested in it, and I did 2 crazy records that he would know that he would do.
Yeah.
And he signed it.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, yo. I told my man.
So you had no, other than that, you have no involvement in her career. Like,
nah, because me and her mom became cool, and we was cool. Me and her was cool. When they got to deal with Pharrell has his own vision.
Yeah.
Right? And so my boy Loic worked as an A&R over there. And I said, Loic, the way you do Tiana Taylor is have Pharrell co-sign her in the first video.
Yeah.
He said, I want her to be on her own. We want her to just come out on her own. I'm like, yo, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, because she even complained about the amount of years she's wasted. That her career was not where she wanted it to be.
Tiana is dope as fuck, but
again,
the way her career mapped out, if she became a big star, like a Khalees or something like that, she had a big record. She might not be who she is today.
She went down.
Everything in good time.
Yes, and she went this way. She went this way, and people recognize her for her talent and her skill of dancing. They recognize her talent and her skill of acting.
Right.
And then she came back to the music. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Tiana loves music.
You can tell though.
She loves the music. She loves the acting shit and all that, but she loves the music. And she wants to be able to be a star for her voice. Believe that.
Yeah, because her voice is good.
Her voice is fire. No, she fire.
Until the, what's the shit she won?
What?
Mass Singer.
Oh yeah, she did win that. She definitely did. The Mass Singer.
I thought that was Keisha Cole for a while. And it was
Tiana.
I was like, wow, that was deep.
She's fire. But that was a dope story when I walked.
You know what's crazy though? I remember some of those records. Because you sent me that tape.
Sing you shit.
Yeah.
It's just fire.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was about, that might have been about 18, 19 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, but
it was no time.
But he just redid one. The redo one he did, that was dope too.
Yeah. I did.
But tell the people how they can follow you on social media.
What's up, y'all? I'm on. So I call myself Kenny Get the Money now. Kenny Smoove is now Kenny Get the Money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in the whole manifestation state. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting the money out front, and the money gonna come to me.
Naturally.
I also believe that sky is not the limit. People always say, sky's the limit, sky's the limit. That's from what they heard.
Yeah.
If you look at the sky, you don't see no limit.
You see no limit.
It's called, it's infinity.
Yeah, it's infinity. Yeah.
So, and then I want to say, dream big and then dream bigger.
I want to say this right quick though. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Yes.
Like when we talk about a lot of shit, whenever I get off the phone with you, I always leave with some positive shit. Like, T, don't say that. T, you a rich nigga. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You move like a rich nigga, you a rich nigga.
Yeah.
So manifestation is very, very important, and speaking it into existence is very, very important.
Definitely a
And he's
believer.
Definitely prime example of speaking it into existence.
Yo, and the name of the company is called Born Rich.
Oh yeah, my new company. My company.
He got you covered. You know he got you covered.
Agency.
Yeah, we Born Rich.
Y'all hit up Kenny for all y'all production needs to help you get the industry leader, right? He can help you on so many levels. Get at him. Kenny, get the money.
And don't forget about
Talk about what? Talk about the hottest podcast in the world. The hottest podcast in the world.
Yes.
Yo, we just interviewed your favorite producer's favorite producer.
Basically.
Exactly.
Basically.
And executive producer
Hands down.
of Talk About What.
Talk About What.
Crazy.